just love that you're here. So good. Well, somebody asked me when I put out this idea a few weeks ago of doing something that I decided to call Vespers and Lullabies, what Vespers meant. And it was really, I'm glad they asked because I'm very used to it, but it's not in everybody's tradition. So I thought about my own, how I know about Vespers and also what the definition of it is. So briefly, it's rooted in a Christian practice and from the Catholic Church specifically of having different times in the day where different spiritual practices are done or words are said. It's in, some other traditions do this. Islam has the prayer 5 times a day. The Catholic Church has their series of things. So Vespers is the evening worship or the evening time of sacred gathering. The word actually comes from the word evening star, and it's, I think, some version of Venus and Hesperus. So it is about evening. And some of us, those of us in California, it's still shiny and bright out, but in my heart, it's evening. So when I was a kid, we would go to church camps because my dad was a minister. I'm sure I've mentioned that. And we'd go to church camp. And the most beautiful part, and right now there's a church camp going on that I am usually at, but I'm not traveling this year. They would be doing exactly what we did, which was as evening fell, the whole camp would gather by the lakeside or in the forest or wherever. And there'd just be this quiet, peaceful, a song or two. Day is done, gone the sun, from the lakes, from the woods, from the hills, whatever that old song is. Again, I'd love to see your hands if any of you went to a camp where you did something in the evening that had that little special quiet feel. I see, yeah, Jude and Cynthia, yeah, and Elizabeth, Becky. Yeah, it's quite a tradition, whether it's Girl Scout camp or whatever. So that's kind of what we're doing here. We're just gathering for the evening to sort of put the day to rest. And I'm really feeling this as a time of restoration and preparation, meaning, and I've spoken about this many times on these Thursdays, that we are, as human beings, as vulnerable, sensitive bodies and spirits, we're under quite an assault right now. And our energies are being drained in ways we barely can see just from living the way we're living and witnessing what we're witnessing. So at the same time, this is the most precious time I've ever lived in. The possibilities are amazing right now. This time of disruption is opening up incredible possibilities for the planet, for racial justice, for eco-justice, for gender justice. It's all happening, folks. As my dear partner David says, it's all happening at the zoo, folks. So here we are. So I want to offer restoration and preparation because the earth needs us to be whole, alive, present, and have strength. So I don't want this situation draining us. We are among the people who need to be out there and facing this in a healthy way. And who says it better than me is the Hopi elders. I want to read you some of the Hopi elder prophecy from 2000, year 2000, because it says exactly what I'm trying to say here. The prophecy says, "You have been telling people that this is the 11th hour. Now you must go back and tell the people that this is the hour, and there are things to be considered. This could be a good time. There is a river flowing now very fast. It is so great and swift that there are those who will be afraid. They will try to hold on to the shore. They will feel they are being torn apart and will suffer greatly. Know that the river has a destination. The elders say, we must let go of the shore, push off into the middle of the river, keep our eyes open and our heads above water. And I say, see who is in there with you and celebrate." That's what we're doing right here. We're in here and we're celebrating. "The time of the lone wolf is over. Gather yourselves. Banish the word struggle from your attitude and your vocabulary. All that we do now must be done in a sacred manner and in celebration. We are the ones we've been waiting for." Evening falls, the day is ending. All my work, I lay it down. Let it rest until tomorrow. Day is done. Lay it down. Lay it down, your every burden. Evening shadows gather round. Come, sweet night, and gentle darkness. Day is done. Lay it down. That's the kind of song we'd sing when I was a kid at those campfires and Vespers. So I'd love to have you sing it with me. I'm going to put it up on a screen share so you can see the words. And it kind of sings itself. The tune is so very, very easy. So just we'll do it twice and just sing it with me as best you can. Don't worry about mistakes, getting it right. You're mostly alone in your own home. But most of all, you have your own precious voice, which rings in your body in a healing way. Singing is very, very healing for the nervous system. So don't think about how you sound, think about how you vibrate. Just open up. Evening falls, the day is ending. All my work, I lay it down. Let it rest until tomorrow. Day is done. Lay it down. Lay it down, your every burden. Evening shadows gather round. Come, sweet night, and gentle darkness. Day is done. Lay it down. Let's go back to the top. Now you're a little more confident. Relax into it. Let it fill your whole being. Just the beautiful vibration of your voice and these words. Evening falls, the day is ending. All my work, I lay it down. Let it rest until tomorrow. Day is done. Lay it down. Lay it down, your every burden. Evening shadows gather round. Come, sweet night, and gentle darkness. Day is done. Lay it down. Come, sweet night, and gentle darkness. Let it rest. Lay it down. So I think you've all lit your candles. If you haven't, please do. And I want to just, after that, opening up that space, just invite us into a few moments of rest and quiet. And I'll just offer a few suggestions for how you can help your body and spirit and nervous system and heart both relax and open. So just beginning by just noticing yourself however you're sitting or standing, but feel wherever you're supported. Maybe there's a cushion that you're sitting on, a sofa or chair. If you're standing, you can feel something solid underneath. And take a deep, deep breath while feeling that contact with whatever your body is touching. Close your eyes if you're comfortable, or just maybe let them cast down so you're not really focusing on anything. just feeling your way into the darkness inside of each of us. Not a darkness of mood, but just the literal secret, private interior where this body does its magic. Breathe deeply into your belly and your chest. And with the out breath, go ahead and sigh. That's a wonderful way to just release a little bit of tension. Deep breath and a sigh. And breathe, maybe to bring one hand to your chest, maybe over your heart area, and just gently rest your hand there. And let your next breath go right to your heart. Knowing that this heart has been working very hard. This heart has been absorbing images of violence, of emergencies in hospitals, of very ill people. This heart has been taking in information about a government that is not taking care of its people. And just your private home and family challenges. Home with children, not able to visit your grandchildren. There's a lot of grief in these hearts, my friends. So let the breath be comfort. Let the breath be a kind of balm, just gently breathing, letting your heart have its truth. If you feel weak and crumbly inside, that's just the truth. And we're all here together sharing that. If your heart is burning with anger and frustration, believe me, you're not alone. Let your shoulders relax. Let your face relax. Day is done. Let it go. Let it go. Martin Luther King Jr. said, "When our nights become darker than 1,000 midnights, let us remember that there is a creative force in this universe working to pull down the gigantic mountains of evil, a power that is able to make a way out of no way and transform dark yesterdays into bright tomorrows." Let us realize that the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice. Darkness calls, darkness calls, darkness calls, darkness calls. Try that with me. Darkness calls, darkness calls, darkness calls, darkness calls. It calls on me to face what I've been hiding. It calls on me to spend some time alone. It calls on me to heed the shadow's lesson It calls on me to claim them as my own. Darkness, darkness calls, darkness calls, darkness calls, darkness calls. It calls on me to lower my defenses. It calls on me to feel where I've been numb. It calls on me to still my mind and listen. It calls on me to trust that light will come. Darkness comes, darkness comes, darkness comes, darkness comes. It calls on me to live inside this body. It calls on me to live from breath to breath. It calls on me to welcome in the Spirit. It calls on me to take a leap of faith. Darkness calls, darkness calls, darkness calls, darkness calls. Let's sing it once more. Darkness calls, darkness calls, darkness calls, darkness calls. I love singing with you even when I can't hear you. It's very, very blessed. I want to just take a minute for me. This is just indulging myself to scroll through because I want to see who's here. And I'm just going to take a look, say hi. Joanne is here, Chris is here, Daniel's here. So many familiar faces and new people too. I love that there's new people. That makes me tremendously happy. Oh gosh. Ooh, nice haircut. Wow. Nan Louise. Well, Ruthie. Good, good. I just have to get a sense of the room, you know. So, as I said, I put out a request last time that you send me any poetry you thought would fit the evening, and thank you for those of you who sent. And those of you who'd like to, just email me stuff that you love, that you think is sacred in the best sense of the word, and that offers a healing message. We'd love to share them. I'm going to share something that my dear old friend Mattia from Wayland, Massachusetts, who I've known since 1974, Mattia, I think. We lived in a three-story apartment in Jamaica Plain, Massachusetts. I was just out of college. I think Mattia was maybe a year older than me. We both drove school bus for a daycare center. That was my first real job out of college. Instead of going on to a master's program, which I thought I would do, I decided I wanted to get rich by playing guitar and singing folk music that was political and spiritual. And part of that didn't work out, but most of it did. And so that's how far back Mati and I go. And I love you, Mati, and I'm so glad you're here.
I love you too.
Did you write this poem, Night Breath Clouds?
Yes, I did.
Oh, well, here we go. Here we go. Night breath clouds. Night breath clouds in midnight sky float against the moonlit dome, soft as night breath, you and I, asleep within the dark night womb. Quiet resting, angels sigh to see the comfort darkness brings. Upon a quilt of clouds we lie, protected under angel wings. Softly bedded, you and I, shadows whisper on our skin. Darkness sings her lullaby, breathing out and breathing in. And it made me think of a song I wrote for my son when he was about 2 years old. It's funny how darkness, when we're little, so often is frightening. I don't know what that is, but big imaginations in small children who don't have a lot of power to fend off what they fear might be coming. But I have learned to love the dark so much. But to help my son with it, this is what I wrote him. Do you know the stars are singing all night long, and the earth is safely spinning all night long? Do you know the moon is smiling all night long, all night long, just for you? You are part of all this music all night long, and your heart will never lose it all night long. You were born for dancing to it all night long, all night long, just for you. Here's the chorus. All night long, all night long, all night long, just for you. Let's do that together. Sing it for yourself. All night long, all night long, all night long, just for you. A dark cocoon enfolds you all night long, like a blanket night will hold you all night long. Sky above, earth below you all night long, all night long, just for you. Let's sing that. All night long, all night long, all night long, just for you. Do you know the stars day is ending and beginning all night long, all night long, just for you. All night long, all night long, all night long, just for you. All night long, all night, all night, all night, just for you. Just for you. Oh, we just never outgrow, thank goodness we don't outgrow our need for a comforting hand on our brow and a comforting voice in our ear now more than ever, eh? So, yeah, thank you. So, let me just check the time. I get lost in these things. Oh, we're good. One of my favorite poems speaks to this need for refuge in a troubled world. It's by Wendell Berry, that amazing farmer poet who has taken good care of his land out in, God, I think it's Tennessee or Kentucky, and written amazing poems for all of us. And so this is in the spirit of needing refuge and finding refuge. The child might find it in the stars and in the song. And here's another way: the peace of wild things. When despair for the world grows in me, and I wake in the night at the least sound, in fear of what my life and my children's lives may be, I go and lie down where the wood drake rests in his beauty on the water, and the great heron feeds. I come into the peace of wild things, who do not tax their lives with forethought of grief. I come into the presence of still water, and I feel above the day-blind stars waiting for their light. For a time, I rest in the grace of the world, and I am free. Thank you. Oh, I wanted to ask you, after singing with my lullaby to my son, I wondered if you remember a lullaby that either someone sang to you as a child or that you sang to a child. And if you do, would you put it in the chat? Because I want to collect some lullabies for these evenings, right? And yeah, so just at your leisure, if you want to just put something in the chat, that would be beautiful. So my son is now grown, and it's been a long time since I've written a lullaby for that boy. But I'm blessed to have some young women in my life who are around his age and who sometimes need a lullaby. So I've written another one. I sang this a couple of weeks ago, but I can't resist singing it again because it's so perfect for tonight. This is for Annabelle, who I think might be here tonight with Anastasia. I know she tried to come. Hi, Annabelle. Hi, Anastasia. Anastasia is about 3 months old now, and I've been blessed to be a doula with Annabelle. And I think I've just sort of become a surrogate grandmother, though, really, which is like, who could ask for more? And her journey as a new mom and the perennial sleep issues inspired this song, and it also inspired a deep, a deep place in my heart. I choke up here a little. Just thinking of what moms are going through, especially what Black moms and moms of color are going through as their children are seen to be so in danger from our system, our police force, and all the other ways that our system is not set up to honor them, to take care of them, to celebrate them in all their beauty and smarts and goodness. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking, and anyone who's a mother who loves children knows that it's heartbreaking to have to fear for your child simply because of their race or their gender, for that matter. So I sing this and I put this out for all the moms in any condition, including in this room right now, honoring the work we moms have done and do to just provide a little bit of safety for our children however we can. Go to sleep, you baby child. Mama's here and Mama's tired. Lay you down right next to me. Close your eyes, let your mama sleep. Mama loves you deep and true, but Mama needs some comfort too. Mama's weary, her strength is gone. Just a little sleep before the dawn, so Mama can go on. Mama can go on. Mama can go on one more day. Sing that with me. So Mama can go on. Mama can go on. Mama can go on one more day. If there are angels listening, fly to this mama on healing wings. Bring her comfort, bring her grace. There's a day ahead she's gonna face. Help mama to go on. Help mama to go on. Help mama to go on one more day. Go to sleep, you baby child. Have a little mercy, 'cause Mama's tired. She's only human, not made of steel. Just a little sleep and she will heal. And Mama can go on. Mama can go on. Mama can go on one more day. Let's sing it to her. Mama can go on, all the mamas. Mama can go on. Mama can go on one more day. Thank you so much. So, this is a short night compared to the other ones. I think that's a blessing in some ways, especially to the East Coast folks, but it's just it's short and sweet. So we're going to begin to close out, and I wondered if let me just get the time again. Yeah. You know, in the tradition I grew up in, when we went to church, at the end there was always this thing called a benediction. And it was sort of a sending forth, and it was a wish or a prayer for everyone as they entered back out into the world as we are about to do, hopefully right to bed. Wouldn't that be nice? So I'll share with you one of my favorite benedictions from the church in Seattle that is having their big retreat right now that I'm singing at, but not right this minute, but have been singing at for many, many years. It's my parents' church and my grandfather's church, and it's in my bones. And they often have this as the benediction from William Sloane Coffin, a great theologian. Remember, the world is now too dangerous for anything but truth, and too small for anything but love. So I'd like to invite you, if you wish, to offer a blessing or a benediction to the group, just a little short sentence or a word or just something to help us all just feel connected and comforted. You can do this by clicking on participants, and at the bottom it says raise hand. And if you click that, I will see you and I'll invite you to share a blessing or a closing word. It can just be a thank you. Just if you, I just want you all to have a voice a little bit in here somehow in this strange setting. Jude, please.
And thank you.
Could you say that again? You got a little cut off.
Oh, peace and thank you for
Thank,
everything.
thank you, Jude. And thank you for all your help tonight. Jude is one of my assistants tonight. I so appreciate you. Nancy from Redwood Valley.
Peace be with you.
Thank you, Nancy. Thank you so much. Naomi. Naomi, can you unmute? Okay, we'll come back to you. Eric from Alameda.
May all who are experiencing heartache from the death of loved ones receive comfort and healing. Hamakom Yenachem Echem Batov Sha'ar Avalei Tzion V'Yerushalayim.
Oh, thank you so much, Eric. Thank you. That was beautiful. Lucy.
Love and blessings, and thank you.
Thank you, Lucy. Bless you. And the family called the Pets. I love that. I know you're standing on that beautiful back porch. Let's unmute yourself so we can hear you.
We are officially unmuted and saying thank you.
Thank you.
And your voice is just stunningly beautiful. We're going to be hearing it all night long.
Oh, all night long. I'm so glad. All night long. That's very lovely. Lori Grossman, welcome, my dear friend.
Hi, Bets. Thank you. This was great. And may everyone find ease, many moments of ease in this really uncertain, crazy time.
Thank you, Lori. Wendy Callens, another old friend.
Well, I decided to draw a card from the mother piece and got the Wheel of Fortune.
Ooh.
And it says, Fortune is smiling on you. Surrender to the flow because something remarkable is taking place.
Thank you, Wendy. The universe is smiling on us. I feel that. Cynthia, hi. Can you unmute, Cynthia?
Hi, Betsy. I didn't really raise my hand, but I would be happy to say love to all. Thank you. This was very, very beautiful, very peaceful, calming. What can I say?
Oh,
Yeah, thank you. What a gift. What a gift you are.
what a gift indeed. What a neighbor you are. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, Jan Robichaud, hi. Can you unmute?
Thank you. This was beautiful, and I hope to hear some of those songs again sometime.
Oh, good.
I love some of the Celtic prayers. Peace before us, peace behind us, and Native American, I guess. I'm not sure where this one comes from. peace before us, peace behind us, peace under our feet, peace within us, peace over us. Let all around us be peace.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much, Jan. Those blessings, they're universal, are all over the world. We'll keep collecting these, our universal traditions of blessing and protection. Lynn Prather, please. Can you unmute, Lynn?
Okay, here I am. May we live with delight and respond to suffering with a tender heart.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Oh, man. There are wonderful people in this room. You can tell. I mean, just look at you. Just look at each other. What a gorgeous collection of humanity. Naomi Puro, have you been able to unmute? I know you're.
Yes, yes. May we all find that special spark of inner strength that we didn't know we had.
That's beautiful. Thank you. That's just all right, my friends. Sweet dreams. Carry these blessings with you. Spread them. Carry it home. Carry it out in the street. And I'll see you in a couple of weeks. And you're welcome to.